I'm Daniel Tester, and I've lived in Jonesboro for roughly 15 years. I actually moved from Johnson City. I moved in with my wife. She has lived down here all her life, and I mean, we like it because it's out the way and still close to the city. So I like the rush that the city gives you. Being on the go all the time, but I also know in myself I need to slow down a lot. And being out here, it allows you to be able to do that. You want to go outside and work in the yard. Go mow the yard, do whatever you need to do. Nobody's going to bother you down here. Like, everybody's respectful. It's a peaceful community to live in, and that's what I enjoy about it. I've got a background here too, so I mean, I've been here for, it seems like, my whole life. So yeah, I definitely consider myself a Jonesboro. I did do some time in the county jail up there, and then I went to prison and stuff like that, and it kind of shaped who I've become today. So that's what I mean with the background in it. But even with that aspect, people knowing you, see my tattoos all over the place. Not too many people judge down here about one's past or what might have occurred years ago. They see you for who you are now, and that's another big reason I like it down here. Like, we're always worried that the land across the street from us is going to be bought by, who knows, some big developer, and they put a bunch of. And I'm not saying it's bad for I guess I kind of am saying it's bad, but at the same time I'm not. Like, I understand, growth is a good thing and it has to happen. But just for somewhere like this, it's been peaceful for so long, that would probably be my downfall with it, is I don't like too much growth too quick. But I'll put it that way.
Is there anything about the growth that you see as a good thing, like any benefits from it?
The economy, definitely. I mean, and the jobs that it would bring, there would be more opportunities for people. That wouldn't be bad. I mean, definitely in my experience, it's been, because I lived in Nashville when I first got released from prison and stuff, and I did a halfway house down there called Tennessee Prison Outreach Ministries. It's a really good place, and down there it was completely different because it was easier to get a job down there, but they didn't ask so many questions. They just basically put you in the door, but they didn't care about you. Up here, it seems like it's been harder to get a job, but when you do, that the place, they care about you, and it's like a family environment type thing. I mean, I'm with my family 24/7, which I'm okay with, but and coming to work and being here, I get to see the variety of people that come through here is just crazy, and you get to talk to them. I mean, I'm only up there for like a couple of seconds, cashing them out and whatnot, but still, it's just the diversity that we have here it's crazy, amazing. If somebody that was just visiting here for it, that I would want them to know is, like, don't be afraid to talk to people. Like, don't get small-minded, and don't think we're just out in the backwoods of Tennessee. We are not smart, and like whatever picture that somebody might have of a small town like this, we're not that. Don't be afraid to conversate with somebody or talk to somebody at the store, because I promise you, it's not going to be what they might be picturing. It's going to be a whole different experience. Like, they're going to be surprised at how just genuine and helpful the people are around here. Like, don't be afraid to talk to the people and get out there. Like, that's what I would want them to know if they were here for a weekend. Like, don't get caught up in that we're the small town vibe, because we got more to offer than that. Time that I was grateful. I mean, I'm always grateful I'm grateful to wake up every day. And everybody always asks me how I'm doing today. I always say I'm alive and breathing. I can't complain, because you can't. You woke up. I'm grateful for that. But for being in Jonesboro, honestly, the ride back from Nashville, I got released in 2019, and like I said, I had to be down there for about 6 months in a halfway house, and coming back home on that ride I was so grateful, and the emotions I couldn't even explain it, how it felt, just being able to know I was coming home.
What made it feel like home as you were thinking about it on the car ride?
The people that I was coming back to, really, because that changes. Home is where your heart is what everybody says. And growing up, I lived in Johnson City. I grew up on East Myrtle Avenue, right outside Carnegie, and my grandparents and everybody, my whole family was down there. But over the years, I've lost all those people. My grandma, my cousin Brianna, she was killed in Johnson City in a murder that happened. My other cousin, I've lost a lot of family members down there, and over the years, that's me and my wife each year that we were blessed to have each other and be a part of each other's lives. It just slowly turned into her family became my family. So I didn't get released it's crazy to think that way, but I didn't get released from prison and go, nobody from my family was there pretty much. So the people that I surrounded myself with, that's what made it home. And they've been a part of this community for years. I mean, the road we live on is named after her great-great-grandfather, I believe. So it's like family generations that's been passed down and just kept up. And they've been down here for so long that it's just like, I guess that's what's made it home. It's just being able to be a part of their family and just seeing how, like, the look on her grandfather's face when he talks about the property that's down there and everything. It's just it's different. Like, it's something I want for my girls when they get older. I want them to be able one day to be talking to me about it. Like, I've looked at that since I was younger. If your family's handed something generational like that, you don't mess it up. But I mean, it's beautiful. Just to be able to walk out on the porch and just look out. Like, we got a big field across the road I say road, but it's still on our dead end road. And like the deer that come through at night, it's beautiful. Like, you won't get that. You're not gonna get that in Johnson City. He's got little bird feeders out in his yard, but the deer come up in his yard too. Like, we've pulled on our road and come down, and I've stopped in the middle of the street just to let my wife try to get a picture of them, because there's 5 or 6 of them just standing there, and it's like they don't move, and they're not scared, because I mean we're not gonna hurt them. And it's a beautiful sight because it's nature. They're trusting us enough to come up that close. Like, it's a beautiful thing. It's got downfalls too. You get family that close together, there's bound to be some family drama and some family issues. Like, so it's got those downfalls like that. But other than that, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I don't want it to get too big. But I would like to see a little more growth than we're at. I would like to see more attractions for teenagers and children, and more sit-down restaurants. That way it can be, it would grow us just enough to where we could stay the way we are. I'm just grateful for all of it. I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be able to live the life that I do. Like, I thank God for it every day. So I thank God he wakes me up every morning that he does. But I'm excited to see what the future holds. At the same time, I'm scared. Because like I said, change is scary for people. Different people handle it different ways, but I'm one that kind of get a little nervous about it.